Assalamu alaikum, I'm Lejla Sinanović and I'm 20 years old. My hijab anniversary is August 19th of last year, which is 2022. I was brought up in a religious household. We went to Mekteb every Sunday, me and my sister. We went to Sufara, hatmu smo završili. No one in my family wears hijab. My Nana did, but she passed away. I always told myself, oh, after I get married, I'll cover, you know? Like, I want to look pretty on my wedding day, whatever, but your hair doesn't define your beauty, so... And it took me a little while to realize that. I've thought about it since I was, like, little, maybe, like, 10 years old. I always told my mom, no, I pokriću se when I get married, you know, as I said, like, da budem lijepa kao na svadbu, ono, and I don't know, like, as I said, it just all happened in one day that I thought about everything. I woke up one morning, everything was normal, then I don't know why, like, I just started thinking about, what if I pass away tomorrow? I nisam pokrivena, nisam baš nešto u vjeru, mislim, kajala bi se. And so I was thinking about it. Okay, I'm starting college soon. I'm gonna cover before college. Oh, actually, first, we were planning to go to Umrah, December. Rekao, eto, taman, pokriću se poslije umre, znaš. And then I'm like, I'm starting a new college. I don't want to go uncovered and then come back covered, so I'm gonna cover before college. And then I went back to that thought, and I'm like, why, what am I waiting for? Like, why don't I just do it tomorrow? I woke up the next day for work, radila od 6, pokrila se I pičila do poslu. I mean, it was all very fast decision making, but I don't regret it. I woke up 5 a.m., I prayed Fajr, and I started putting on my work clothes, and then the one difference was the marama on top, and I'm standing up in the mirror looking at myself, and I'm just like, am I really doing this? Yeah, I'm doing this. I'm not gonna say no. Kad ja nešto odlučim, to je to. And I just kind of stood there for a couple of minutes just staring at myself. I'm like, oh, well, I'm gonna be late, I gotta go. Ošla na posao. The reactions you get is either people don't say absolutely anything, they just act as normal, or it's like, oh my god, like, why are you wearing that? Like, what's going on? Like, is it a religious holiday, this and that, you know? But I didn't get any negative comments or anything. They were all, if they did have questions, it was all respectful, so. The way that I told them was that I didn't tell them. As I said, I worked from 6 a.m. Sorry. I worked from 6 a.m. Before that, I told my mom, like, I'm gonna order a bunch of hijabs, you know? She was like, okay, like, she didn't really think much of it. I was coming back from work. I actually have a video. I was coming back from work. I pull into the driveway and my mom's standing there staring at me like this into the car. And I'm like, salam alaikum. She comes up to the car, she starts bawling her eyes out. She's like, bila si mi nešto kao sumljiva, znala sam da se nešto dešava. She told my dad, I didn't tell him. He was a little scared at first because of everything that, the negative and hatred stuff like that happens to Muslims, but alhamdulillah, I've only ever gotten like maybe 2 negative comments in the almost year and a half that I've been covered, so. I told my friends, and they were kind of just like, I guess shocked, because it did happen pretty fast, but they were all happy for me, and like, we support you no matter what you do, and even like my non-Muslim friends, they were all like very by my side, and when I told the rest of my family, they were also shocked. I mean, happy for me, but shocked. As I said, like, everything happened very fast. Honestly, my main concern about wearing hijab, as I said before, like, all the hate you see against, especially Muslim women. Muslim men, I mean, you can't really tell they're Muslim. you know, we have a headscarf on our head that kind of like, you're walking around in public, everyone knows you're Muslim. I've seen so many things on social media, horrible, horrible things. And then with 9/11, there was that stigma, and now with Palestine and Israel, it's a little iffy against Muslims too, but I was like, you know what? I felt more safe than without it, if that makes sense. You know? Exactly, it's been 1 year and 4 months. I don't really have any concerns anymore. I've seen how people treat me, and they treat me like any other person. There's a lot of differences in how people used to treat me before hijab and now. Not anything bad, mostly just I see more respect when people talk to me, and like the way they behave towards me. Some days are harder than others to go out and wear the hijab, but I've never regretted putting it on, ever. For the women who are iffy about putting on hijab, or as I said, waiting for the time for when they're ready, you're never gonna be ready. So if you have a feeling in your heart that you want to be covered, just do it. People are gonna look at you wearing hijab, and they're gonna think you have to be a perfect Muslim, you have to be a perfect person. That's not the case. You're still you still have a personality, you're still human, you still make mistakes. Only Allah is without mistakes. So put on the hijab, be a hijabi, try your best every day to be a better Muslim, because that's what we're put on this earth for. I feel like I have inspired others, not just locally, but over the internet as well. This is gonna make me cry. I've gotten maybe over 50 DMs from girls online asking me for advice on how to cover, and you know, of course, like I would give them advice to the best of my ability. That really makes my heart full when I see messages like that on my social media. And I've also had someone DM me before saying that they've converted to Islam because of me. So, I mean, I hope I continue to like show people that wearing hijab, like, it doesn't change who you are as a person. You're still the same person. 2 words that I would use to describe how I feel now wearing hijab would probably be confidence and protection.